Well, hey there, friends. I hope all of you are having a wonderful May so far. Happy almost Memorial Day. Speaking of which, I'm currently coming to you from Kellogg Bayside Park. That's right, I'm on the Bayside today, not the beach side. And that's because Memorial Day seems to have already started on 30A. The visitors are already here, so I opted for the quieter environment today to bring you guys a fresh market update. So let's go get cozy and talk about all the things. Really quick, before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor, if you find these videos valuable, if you find the content enjoyable, do me a favor and hit the like button, subscribe button, and even better, leave me a comment. Let me know if there's anything around the 30A area you'd like to see more of or learn more about, and I'd be happy to help. Yeah, this is my speed. All right. Now that we're all comfy, let's get into things. But really quick, before we do that, if you're very serious about the 30A area, whether a buyer, seller, or you just really love coming to the area, I also put out an email newsletter in addition to these videos. So if you're interested in that, I've got a link down in the description below where you can sign up. But let's whip out the old digital notebook here and talk about the 30A market, because a lot of things are going on here. One of the most common questions I get by far is, when is the right time to buy? And if you were to ask somebody in 2019, there were a lot of people that said, I'll wait. And then come 2020, 2021, they were kicking themselves really hard. I've talked about this many times in my other videos. Guys, I really feel like this window is that time once again, and here's why. Since about 2023, when interest rates started going up, our market started cooling down really hard. And a lot of people have made comments about this, about seeing price adjustments and inventory sitting. And that's absolutely valid. And that's simply because people were sitting on a lot of equity and they weren't in a hurry to sell. A lot of people were locked into really low interest rates, or they were just sitting on a mountain of cash equity. And there's no really reason for them to be hyper incentivized to do a bunch of price drops. However, we've now seen a split in the market. There are really two markets operating on 30A at the same time. One is serious sellers who are pricing well, and those homes are moving very quickly. Usually around 30 to 40 days is when those homes are getting sold. The other market is the ones who are that same demographic. They're sitting, they're waiting to see, they're testing the market, and they're priced really high. Those homes are sitting for a very long time. So a lot of people get distracted by that, and when we look at averages, it factors in that whole scene, and it kind of skews the information. But when we look a little bit deeper, we can see those two markets operating kind of simultaneously. First and foremost, active listings. If you look at the trend month over month, you're going to see some incremental changes, and it's been pretty steady with our inventory. But if you back up a little further and look year over year, that's when you start seeing a much different picture. A year ago this time, we had almost 23% more inventory than we do now. So we've got a quarter less inventory than we did this time of year. At the same time, our pended contracts, so that's homes that have gone under contract and are set to close within the next 14 to 45 days, ballparking it, is up 80% since last year. So this same time last year, going into Memorial Day, very, very busy season for us, we are up 80% as we were this time last year, and we're up 43% just year to date. From January 1 of this year until now, our pending contracts are up 43%. Things are moving. Buyers are not sitting on the sidelines anymore. They are not waiting. Sold listings also up 18.7%. Nearly 20% is the same time last year. And year to date, since January 1st of this year, they're up 32%. So pending contracts and sold listings are up. Active inventory is down, and new inventory is down as well. There are less new listings coming to market. Our average days on market compared to this time last year is down 30%, another indicator that homes are moving quicker. Year to date, since January 1st, up 15%. Again, another metric to reinforce that the market is moving. Our sold to list ratio, now this is the ratio that's used to determine what someone is listed at versus what it sells at. What that ratio is at the highest point it's been all year, currently sitting just over 95%. It's a big deal. And then last but not least, our average sale price and our median sale price. And really quick note on average sale price. That number can get skewed a lot, especially in our market over the last few years. If you were to look before COVID, average sale price was a much more dependable metric to look at. But now that we have such a wide spectrum of investor market, we've got properties for $1 million, we've got properties for $20 million. And depending on how much of that ultra luxury market is moving is going to really skew what those averages are. So the median sale price is honestly the safer bet to kind of gauge the temperature of the market. But all those things said, average sale price is up around 4% from this time last year, and the median sale price is up over 7% from this time last year. Our median sale price is currently sitting at 1.757. So here's my take on all those things. Bottom line, the market's moving. The active inventory is flatlined, new listings are lower than they've been. Meanwhile, pended and sold contracts are higher than they've ever been. Days on market is coming down, and the list to sold ratio is higher than it's been all year. So it's definitely safe to say that the real estate market is definitely coming out of the slump that it's been in for the last few years. So if you're a buyer and you've been asking for when the right time is, like I said in the beginning of this video, I think you're sitting in that window right now. As of the date of recording this video, Memorial Day is 2 weeks away, and historically speaking, that's when our market shoots up even more. It makes sense. We've got more visitors coming here. They remember how much they love 30A, and they start seriously considering what it might look like to own here and looking at properties. We see more properties go under contract. So once that happens, you're going to have even more competition than you do now. Now for sellers, the same advice I've been giving is even more relevant now. If you are not priced realistically, you're going to sit, because like I mentioned, there's splits in the market. There's the inventory that is priced realistically and correctly, and those homes are selling very quickly. And there's a lot of negotiation happening between like the $1.5 to $3 and even up to $5 million segment. And if you're priced well, that home is going to sell. And if you do not have a unique feature about your home, your price needs to be the unique feature. If you're just trying to test the market, or if you're trying to get top dollar, you're going to sit and you're going to ultimately pay for it in price reductions. I just realized while recording this video, there was one of those gigantic Big Bertha military planes flying behind me. It's just looped around over there. Man, it's absolutely beautiful out here today. I'm not sure what the temperature is. It's got to be like 78. The breeze feels really nice. Kellogg is beautiful. But I hope this information's been helpful to you. As always, if you have any questions, my contact information is down in the description below. I invite you to reach out. Even if you're just window shopping, I'm happy to answer any questions. And look forward to hearing from you. Hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next one.